Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my video. As always, please like and subscribe and add some comments of what you liked or what else you would like me to cover. Today I'm going to cover the Circuits feature module in PHP IPAM. This builds on my previous video about locations and how these two work together. Let's begin. First off, let's make sure that we have the Circuits module enabled. So to do that, we want to go over here to Administration, PHP IPAM Settings, come down to Features, and as you can see, we have the Circuits module enabled. Otherwise, it'll say off, so we want to go down and hit Save. Next, we can either go to the Circuits module up here, or we can click on it over here. And the first tab that we come to is Physical Circuits. The next tab is the Logical Circuits, Circuit Providers, Circuit Maps, and Options. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to go to the Circuit Providers, and we want to add one. I'm going to call this ATT, and I'm going to give them a description of telephone company. And a contact of Mary Smith. So this provider, and you can see this is something that's populated based on physical circuits. You can see that we have some rough information. So to make this more useful, we can go to Options and then adds a custom field to the providers, to the circuits field, and for the physical circuits, and then one for the logical circuits, which is this one. So I'm going to add a few fields that I think are necessary for our circuit provider. The first one I'm going to put is a contact number. So that's always useful. And we need to make that with a underscore. We can leave that a varchar, and then we want to set a default length. So because it's a phone number, right, that's about 10 characters, so maybe foreign country, so we'll make it 16 characters, and we'll hit add. Next, we want to add the account number, because usually when you purchase from a carrier, you're going to get an account number. And we'll leave this one pretty big, right? So maybe we'll make it 50 characters possible, or length. And then finally, we want to put in a technical support number, because that's always good to have handy. So you never know when you're going to need to call and who to call. And again, that shouldn't be more than really 16 characters for a phone number. You may want other information in there, but there's a field that we can look at that you can provide that in. So if we go back to our circuit providers, you'll see that we have these new fields. We can go over here to the edit. We can put a support or a contract number, let's say 10. We can put in, oops, sorry, contact number, not a that's what I meant to do. And we can make this, was it 542 555 55, and then for the support number we could make it 542 556 555, right? And so we have all this info. Now let's go back to options. One other thing that we want to probably look at for our circuits is adding a date, or the installed on date, right? And that's always useful from a historical point of view. And you can then go down to here where it says date, and right, so and in this case it goes year, month, and day. and you can hit the little require field if necessary. So now we want to go fill out some information on the physical circuits, right? So we added that option over here, and we want to put in a physical circuit. But before we do that, we need to define some circuit options, right? So let's say the very first one, we're going to say 1 gig fiber. So we're going to call it 1 gig fiber. We're going to select a color from the color map here. And in this case, I'm going to make it like a red, I guess. And then we can make it solid or dotted. I'm just going to leave it dotted. Next, I'm going to create another one that's 100 megabit fast Ethernet. And I'm going to select something in the blue range here. And I'll keep that a solid. And I'll hit add. And then finally, I'm going to make one that's a cable. And we're going to call that. And we're going to check out something from the green zone. And we'll keep that one as a dotted line, and we'll hit add. So as you can see, I have 3 different types of lines. Now we're going to go back to physical circuits. We're going to add a circuit. And on this one, this is based on my previous video with the locations. So there's already offices in here so that we can make some sense of this. So let's add our first circuit. This will be our main office. We're going to give that a circuit ID number. We're going to say it's AT&T. We're going to give it a type of 1 gig fiber. We're going to say it's 1 GB, that it's active. And then we're going to say it's the HQ. And we can put in the year it was installed. So, right, I said it was like 2022, 10-15. And now we have all of this information. We have our variable field that we created, circuit ID, provider, so on and so forth. So let's add a few more. Okay, I went ahead and populated these other, as you can see, there's a total of 4 offices, 1, 2, 3, these, and then the main office. So now we want to create a logical circuit. Now, a logical circuit could be, we're defining these as all MPLS offices, or combining all these as a logical grouping. So I'm going to say these are all a site-to-site VPN, right? And you could say you can add some comments about it. And the important thing here is, right, we now need to add them. So you see it says available physical circuits, and that says the logical, so you can also search for them. So I think if I do 54s, it's not going to work. I have too few, but I'm just going to add all 4. Right, so we see that we have point, so I hit add. And then if I come over here, I can actually view all the circuits, but it's not going to show up on the map. And the reason it's not going to show up on the map, the reason I didn't show you earlier, but is that you have to come here. So we're saying that this is our HQ, and then we're going to edit each one of these for its point B. So I want point B to be the headquarters, Apple 1. Or sorry, I want it to be Apple HQ for point B. And I'll just quickly do that for the rest of them here. so that all these offices connect to the HQ on the site-to-site VPNs. And we go back to logical. We go here to view, and now you can see all of the offices that are connected, and it's also color coded via the link speed. So we said purple, I'll say was 1 gig or 500 meg, I'm sorry, and this green was 50 by 25. Um, that's pretty much it for setting up circuits. Obviously, I could add additional circuit providers, let's say a Verizon or Comcast, whatever, and then we can create different logical views on how they're interconnected with through these different physical circuits. I can then add another one that will reuse these. Let's say maybe we want to show another set of groupings, so I would create additional circuits. And that's pretty much it. I hope it's clear. I'm going to build one more that goes over the devices, so then it can get a little bit clearer. So I'm going from locations to circuits, and next up will be devices. Well, I want to thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any comments about the video or would like to see another video I have not already covered, please let me know. Again, thank you and have a great day. Goodbye.